Hello everyone! So, I made a video about Dr. Disrespect and how he was coming back to YouTube to stream, etc. That happened yesterday, and I made some predictions on what I think would happen in terms of how much of a fan base he would still have, if it would grow, this kind of stuff. And safe to say, I think my predictions were very much correct. If not even way surpassed what I thought would actually happen. So Doc's stream, as of me recording this right now, has 2.6 million views. It peaked at about 250,000 people concurrently watching. And I decided to go as far as calculating how much money was donated in that stream. Now, currently, I have no life. I don't have a job. Many of you will know that I lost my job to AI, and I'm still trying to find another job. So right now, I'm not really doing much at all besides YouTube. So I watched the entire stream and wrote down every single donation that appeared on screen. Now, it's worth noting that some of them don't appear on screen, because he has a couple scenes in OBS where his donation bar doesn't appear. For whatever reason, a couple of the scenes just don't have the donation bar. So I will be slightly below the actual amount. Hello, just wanted to prove that I'm actually doing this. I guess the only way to fully prove it is to record myself doing the whole stream. But that would take ages, and I don't have enough storage space for that. But basically, if I swap the camera around, here we go. So I have calculator on one screen, and then I have Doc's stream on the other. I'm almost halfway through. As you can see here, these aren't just random numbers. We have a ton of $10 and $5 donations, then some 50s, a 100, and then you've got some unique ones. If I scroll down the list of ones I've been putting in, you'll see some other ones have quite specific numbers. Some people do 1337 or I don't know, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm literally looking here. Someone's donated 10. My last input was 10. I'll click play. I'm using 2x speed to speed this up. So there we go. There's another dono. 100. Then I go over here. Input 100. Add. Boom. Go back to his stream. Here we are, look. Almost at the end. The total for the 5-hour and 13-minute Dr. Disrespect live stream, a minimum of $21,330 in 5 hours. 21.3k. Obviously, I said scenes sometimes didn't display the donations. So let's assume that there might be another grand or two in the scenes that didn't display it. It would be a very accurate prediction that Doc made somewhere between $23,000 and $24,000 in that stream. And it's all his. There's no reduction in donations. He wasn't using super thanks, super chat, whatever, because YouTube demonetized him. All of them were direct donations to his PayPal account through Streamlabs. So no percentage was taken. So that's all his. His audience even grew. He gained 21,000 subscribers during that stream. So he gained new fans. There were some donations that said things such as, "Hello Doc, I'm new here, you're pretty funny, I just subscribed, can't wait to see what you do in the future," etc. There, genuinely, this is not me exaggerating, this is not a joke, he is bigger than he ever has been before. I thought his stream was going to have huge amounts of views and then take an absolute nosedive back down to 20 or 30,000 views. The lowest number that I saw was about 76,000 concurrent viewers. His average for that stream was probably 140 to 150k, which are numbers that no other streamer in America or the UK is coming close to. The only streamers that get those numbers are Spanish streamers. They get insane numbers, especially on Twitch. But yeah, biggest YouTube streamer by far. He absolutely clears everyone, even people like Speed, which is insane because obviously he was supposed to have been cancelled. That was the whole thing, right? You know, he admitted that he spoke to someone that he should not have spoken to, and everyone pretty much cancelled him for it. He lost a bunch of friends, he lost a bunch of connections. Every brand that was partnered with him or sponsored him dropped him and doesn't want to work with him, and he comes back and he's bigger than ever before. And now he just continues. He just picks up where he left off now. I don't think he'll speak about this matter ever again. He'll just pick up where he left off. He'll have a bigger audience than ever before. Brands probably won't want to work with him still, but he doesn't need that, because if he's making, I mean, he's not going to make 24k every stream, but it's probably realistic that he might make 50 or 25% of that. He's still going to be making thousands of dollars per stream, even without monetization. And if he streams 3 or 4 days a week, then, you know, easily going to clear $10,000 a week. Plus, he has a couple brands behind his back, like his liquor business. I'm sure he's invested in things such as property to keep money coming in, maybe some businesses. I believe, obviously, he does own a percentage in Midnight Society. Whether or not he still has that percentage and he just isn't affiliated with them publicly is not really known. But they will have to either buy him out, or he'll, you know, sell his shares, or he just keeps them, but they keep it on the low, basically. So yeah, he even spoke in the stream about maybe making another game studio and trying to build that up. So I think maybe it's like a good prediction that they bought him out or something. So he probably made a ton of money from that as well. So yeah, and that's it. Like I think that slowly, this will all fade away. Like, it's going to take years and years and years. And yes, occasionally, even in like 5 years' time, he'll get the odd comment about this. But the vast majority of people will move on. He will be yesterday's news in regards to, you know, allegations and that kind of stuff. The people that are trying to troll him because of this and make fun of it, or the people that are trying to hold him accountable, they'll just move on. And this will be old news. Like, I haven't seen someone come back from being cancelled and be this successful, like, ever. People have come back from being cancelled before. Prime example, I'm actually maybe not a prime example, because a lot of people watching might be too young to remember this. But a big event that happened, like, I want to say maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago. T. Martin used to be one of the biggest Call of Duty streamers, and he made a website called CSGO Lotto, and basically it was revealed that he actually owned this website, but on his streams and videos, he was saying that he was just sponsored by them and that everyone should go and use them. Essentially, like, it was a huge thing. He lied to all his viewers, told his viewers to use the site. There was even accusations that he rigged some of his spins on the lottery website so that he won more often than, you know, actual players would, and I believe there was a lawsuit and everything regarding that. He came back and beat the allegations, basically. You know, obviously, well, not allegations, he admitted that he did it, but he still has an audience. He came back, made a vlogging channel, still gets, like, you know, tens or hundreds of thousands of views, nowhere near what he used to get, but he came back and survived. Obviously, other creators like PewDiePie had his bridge incident, and he came back, and everything's completely fine. A lot of streamers do this. They have a moment for a few months where people are really trying to ram down their throats that they're being cancelled and stuff, and slowly it dies away. But nothing as big as this has ever happened. Like, in the gaming and content creator space, there's like only I was going to say a handful, but not even that. There is a pinch of things that you can do that are almost guaranteed to get you cancelled for life. Because, like, other streamers have done this exact same thing. Prime example, Minilad. Minilad was cancelled, and I don't believe he's ever been able to come back from it. He was cancelled for this exact same thing. And a couple of Minecraft streamers have also been cancelled for this exact same thing. And nobody has been able to come back stronger than they were before everything unfolded. But Doc has managed to do that, which is just like, it's insane. He is, bigger than the mob that is trying to cancel him. Which is wild. I'm in disbelief that this is how it went down. I really expected, him to kind of like fold and everyone just say like, man, you didn't really provide enough proof. But his audience is so strong, and this like cult, this like cult mentality behind it is so strong, and his like audience has just been so brainwashed that he's just chugged through. They're all like miniature docs, his audience, the people they put in the chat, things like the 2-time or back-to-back 1997, whatever, right? Like they just spam stuff like that. They'll spam other things like Raul Gillette. Like that's that's the audience he has accumulated, and they are obviously willing to support him because they donated an insane amount of money. So, yeah, I believe he's reapplying for YouTube partnership, but I don't think they'll give him that because then obviously huge backlash coming YouTube's way. But he already has scenes and things set up for streaming on Twitter or X. A couple of his scenes, like his transitions, have an X logo in the background and things. So I'm sure like that's already been approved. He's ready to stream on there if YouTube say no to him. So yeah, that's it. That's what will happen. Either YouTube will somehow say yes, he'll continue, it'll be like it never happened, or he'll just move to Twitter, and his audience, I'm going to guess 80, maybe 70% of them will follow him over to there, and he'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, that's it. The end result is that some creators are just too big to take down. There's very few of them. But for some of them, that's just the case. They've built an audience that's so big, so loyal, and will absolutely follow them to their deathbed. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, this will probably be the last video I make about Doc. I mean, I've only made 2, but so yeah. I said this in my previous video as well, just to end on, and I'll say it again. I used to be a fan of Doc, and I'm still a fan of the production, a fan of the acting ability, a fan of his editing team, the people who work in things like Blender to put the scenes together. You can respect the craft, but I can no longer respect the face of the brand, is basically where we're at. So yeah, always said he has the best production quality. I don't think that's ever been debated. His streams were levels and still are levels above what anyone else is doing. And that's why he's so big, or part of why he's so big. The acting, the character, everything there, brilliant. But his actions as an individual, as the face of the brand, you cannot condone. And therefore, many people don't want to be associated, don't want to watch. And yeah, but seems like more people are willing to accept him than what we thought, because he's obviously way bigger than he was before. So yeah, his audience actually grew from this, which is wild. Yeah, there we go. All right, see you.